And we begin with an India Today exclusive. A separatist leader in Anantnag, Qasi Yasir, is accused of grabbing ecologically sensitive land on the Jhelum river to construct illegal shopping malls. But curiously, the BJP-PDP government in Jammu and Kashmir are yet to take any action against the separatist leader, Qasi Yasir. Now, the alleged land grab has taken place in Anantnag district. India Today has obtained exclusive visuals of the illegal encroachment. The irony is that the administration accepts that he has made the structures and still no action has been taken. Yasir is a separatist leader from Anantnag who has been seen at various occasions sharing the dais at events with top separatist leaders of the valley. Correspondent Shuja Al-Haq now joins me live from Srinagar. Shuja, free run for the separatist Qasi Yasir in question.
Well, that's what it looks like, Vedika. The ironic part is that when we tried to ask the administration about whether there was encroachment that was happening, they said that yes, they were of the know of that this encroachment was happening, and they were still to take action. They were only contemplating to take action after we brought this to their notice. So that speaks volumes about it. It's not just about one particular encroachment. Remember, what we are talking about is the encroachment of the land which is along the banks of river Jhelum. There has been a major issue with regards to the illegal structures that have developed and cropped up along river Jhelum, because of which there are a lot of experts who said that the devastating floods that took place in September 2014, a major reason was that a lot of encroachments have happened on the river Jhelum, and thereby there was a definite campaign that was started by the government to ensure that these encroachments should be removed. But here is a glaring example of how blatantly constructions are taking place, and that too high and mighty being involved in these incidents, and the government virtually just looking at it as mute spectators.
Shuja, you've also spoken to locals in and around that area. What do they have to say about this alleged land grabbing?
Well, most of the locals are concerned because, as I was pointing out, there is a larger concept of these illegal structures coming up along the rivers, which eventually lead up to choking of the passages for water, and that leads to flooding and possibilities of more floods in future. So this is a major concern, a major worry for the locals who on camera in fact came up and appealed the government, the administration, to ensure that these structures are removed, and those people who are carrying out these illegal constructions along these river belts should be taught a lesson. Their structures should be demolished. But so far, as far as our reports are concerned, there hasn't been any action, visible action that has been taken against either this particular individual or anyone else who has been reported reportedly involved in these illegal constructions.
Shuja, in the recent past, we've seen the supporters of separatist leaders raise Pakistani flags, hold protests. There have been clashes in the valley, and we've heard the opposition come out and say that the Mufti government has been going soft on separatists. In this particular case, have you heard from the opposition yet?
Well, so far, this is an open secret, so to speak, and most of the people know about it in Anantnag town. In fact, those who brought this to our notice also were saying that they have spoken to authorities many a times. But the fact that no action has been taken completely speaks volumes about it. Perhaps the government doesn't want to take these individuals head on, or there is no willingness to sort of be strict and serious about these issues. A lot of questions which need to be answered by the government, particularly the new dispensation, who has been time and again seen posturing a very stiff stance when it comes to illegal structures, land grabbing, or any of those issues. Why is it that they haven't taken any action in this particular case, or sort of widened this issue and seen who all are involved in land grab or cases of illegal constructions along banks, river banks in Anantnag or any other place?
Shuja, what more can you tell us about separatist Qasi Yasir? We do know that he does have links with some of the top separatist leaders of the valley. Give us more details about the man.
Well, Qasi Yasir is the person whose name is cropping up in this particular incident of illegal construction. In fact, the Deputy Commissioner of Anantnag himself said it on camera. Which has been recorded by our people, on the ground in Anantnag, saying that they had information that it was Qasi Yasir who was carrying out these constructions. He, however, also said that they know about it. They will take action. So far, there is no action that has been taken, that is for sure. But the fact that they are conceding to the fact that it was Qasi Yasir who was involved in it speaks volumes about it. Qasi Yasir himself is seen as a separatist leader, very prominent in South Kashmir areas. He was, he has been seen at various occasions sharing the dais or walking with the top leadership of separatist parties in Hurriyat as well. In South Kashmir, in Anantnag, he is also known as the Meerwais for South Kashmir. So, a big profile, so to speak, in terms of what he does there. He can be easily classified as one of those leaders who has a religious as well as political base in terms of being involved in the activities of separatism, and pretty prominent as well. And as I was pointing out earlier, it's ironic that the district administration accepts that there is illegal construction that is happening, and this particular individual is involved in it, but at the same time they haven't taken any action so far. It'll be very interesting to see what their reaction from here on will be, whether they would want to sort of take notice of it now that it has come in the public domain. Even we are reporting about it. Some local newspapers have also reported about it. Whether there'll be any action from the government is something that all eyes will be on.
Shuja, do stay with me. I'm also joined by Deputy Editor Shiv Arur on the phone line. Shiv, Shuja just telling us how the district administration admits to the fact that there has been this case of alleged land grabbing by the separatist in question, Qasi Yasir, but it seems to be that he has a free run and enjoys it as well in Jammu and Kashmir.
And it's a continuation of the free run that's been given to several separatist leaders over the last few weeks and months under the BJP-PDP government in Jammu and Kashmir. Vedika, we've seen Pakistan flags flying. We've seen, seminars being planned, with an overt anti-India sentiment. We've seen other kinds of things, happening with absolutely no action being taken by the BJP-PDP government in the state so far. And what you're seeing now in this particular case is an individual, a hardline separatist leader, Qasi Yasir, with impunity grabbing land in Jammu and Kashmir. The ironic thing is, like Shuja has reported in this exclusive story, you've got the district administration, you've got the state authorities in Anantnag who on record are telling India Today that what's going on is illegal, but they're basically saying that their hands are tied. The implications of this is further proof that the government is completely powerless against separatist leaders like Masrat Alam, like Qasi Yasir, like all of the other leaders. The maximum they can actually do is a little bit of house arrest, but nothing more than that. No action has been taken in any of the offences that have been committed by separatist leaders in the last few weeks, including this particular case. It is only a damning affirmation of how powerless the government continues to be against separatist leaders, and how little they're actually willing to do to send out a strong message, Vedika.
Shiv, incidents like these also go ahead to point out the fact that there seems to be one law as far as the common man of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, and another for the separatists.
You couldn't have put it better, Vedika. There are really indeed two laws in Jammu and Kashmir, and I think the really unnerving thing for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, who want peace, who voted these two parties to power in a hope for a break away from the past, is that there continues to be this selective treatment for separatists, special treatment for separatists. Now, if you speak to security officials on the ground, they want clarity in the political leadership of the state,
yes,
in terms of sending out a message to
Shiv,
separatists.
I will have to interrupt you there because I believe that Mr. Rafi Mir from the PDP is joining us on the phone line. So thank you so much for speaking with India Today. We have this exclusive story that we are playing out on our screen right now of separatist leader Qasi Yasir, who has allegedly been involved in a case of land grabbing, and there's no action that has been taken yet against him. What can you tell us about this?
You see, actually, whether there is a land grab or not, I don't know exactly about it.
Well, so the district administration has come out and spoken to our correspondent and admitted it is.
But the law is uniform for one and all in Jammu and Kashmir, and government will have to take cognizance of this the way it is done in other cases. The responsibility of the government and responsibility of the people also, that there is no land grab and no such activities are taken place. But if somebody has done it as an individual, how do you label it that it is done by a person where government is being soft? Maybe it has not come to the notice, or maybe the agencies have not who are responsible for this have not brought it to the notice.
All right, Mr. Mir, if you can just bear with me for a moment, our correspondent Shuja Al-Haq is also live with us. Shuja, you've been tracking this story. Why not tell Mr. Mir about the admissions made by the district administration so that he can go ahead and help us in getting some justice for those people in and around the area that's been land grabbed?
See, that's the point. Yeah, till now, when we've got to know about it, we were also thinking that perhaps this is one of incident, of which the administration perhaps doesn't know. But here is an example. When our teams in Anantnag tried to speak to the district administration, the deputy commissioner came on camera and said that he knows about it. He said this had happened and the constructions did take place. He of course also gave a reason that in between he was transferred, but that pretty much nails it all. The construction did take place, the structures did happen, and even now, even when we are speaking about it, we brought to their notice they haven't taken any action. There is no demolition squad that has gone there. There is no team that has gone there out there, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. We have only been able to pinpoint one such incident. Remember, if this is the plight of a very prominent incident, what would be happening with many other structures that are coming up illegally in these areas?
Mr. Mir, the charge that a lot of people, especially within the opposition, have been making over the months is that the Jammu and Kashmir government has been going soft on separatists. This is yet another example, a glaring example that we're bringing to your notice. What should we be expecting from your government?
This I will tell you for certain that there is nothing that this, even in this case, that there is a direction from the government going to be soft, and this is not justified that some officer will tell you that I was transferred and then I am not here. It is chair who is responsible always for such actions, and I think now that it has come to fore, I think action will follow in any case.
All right, please do stay with us on the phone line. We also have Mr. Tanveer joining us from the National Conference Party. Mr. Tanveer, what do you make of the situation in Jammu and Kashmir? We're bringing yet again a case of a separatist who allegedly is involved in a case of land grabbing, and no action has been taken against him by the Jammu and Kashmir government yet.
Well, I'm not aware of what property or the land you're talking about, but if anybody has raised a building on any of the public property or government property, the district administration or the municipal committee should take action against it. I mean, in front of the law, everybody is equal. I don't see anybody be given any special treatment. If he has done something wrong, the law should take its own course.
Would you agree that as far as the Jammu and Kashmir government is concerned, they have been going soft on separatists?
Well, I don't know why are you linking the government being soft on separatists to a land grabbing. Land grabbing is an issue that...
No, because the separatist is involved in this case.
I'm sorry?
I said the separatist, Mr. Qasi Yasir, is involved in this case. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I said. If he has done, why should we just bracket him as a separatist? He's a citizen first. If he has done something wrong, the law should take its own course. I mean, the district administration should take action if he has done anything wrong. There should be no special treatment, whether he's a separatist or he's anybody.
All right, thanks for speaking with us. Going back to Mr. Rafi Mir from the PDP. Mr. Mir, what assurance can you give us that this case will be looked into?
Pardon?
Can you give us an assurance that the case will be looked into, sir?
Yes, this is assured. I told you earlier also, now that Deputy Commissioner or the authority, when it has come to their notes and they have agreed, there is assured that action is going to take place. Action will take place.
All right, thanks for speaking with us, Mr. Rafi Mir from the PDP. Well, that is the exclusive story we're bringing to our viewers here on India Today. We also have Shuja Al-Haq still with us. Shuja, we are getting an assurance from the PDP that they will look into the case, but just take us through what the district administration has told you about this.
Well, what the district administration, in fact, the deputy commissioner himself has come on record and said to our teams down there in Anantnag is that number one, they know that this illegal construction did take place. Number two, he accepted that this was been carried out by Qasi Yasir and his people. And number three, he said that in between he was being transferred, and that's why perhaps he couldn't take action. Now that you brought this to our notice, there will be action that will be taken. But as far as the reports are concerned, people still tell us from the town that there is nothing in terms of action that has been taken. In fact, a lot of locals came on record, on camera, asking the administration to intervene and ensure that not just him but others as well who have been constructing illegal structures along the banks of river Jhelum are taken to task. As I was pointing out earlier as well, there's a larger perception about it. The floods that took place in 2014, a major cause to that was given out as the illegal constructions and the choking of river spaces, particularly Jhelum River. And here is a glaring example of how high and mighty are involved in land grabbing and illegal construction along the same river Jhelum, and how big this concern should be for the administration and the common public is something for out in the open in front of everyone. We have pictures, we have visuals that have been brought to us by our local teams, and they speak for themselves. There are structures that are right there. No teams have gone there, and this is only perhaps giving out a signal to those who want to carry out further these is kind of illegal constructions that perhaps you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do with it. The government is only acting as a mute spectator.
Right, Shuja, do stay with me. Well, let's just tell our viewers that Shuja also spoke with local residents of the area. Let's just bring you their statements.
Well, construction around river Jhelum is totally prohibited and nobody is allowed, whether it is in Anantnag, Srinagar or any part of the valley where through Jhelum flows. Nobody is allowed as per the law. None of the leaders, whether it's a separatist or a mainstream leader, nobody can construct around Jhelum, as it's a law. Before law, everybody is equal, and nobody should be allowed. If any kind of construction is going around Jhelum in Anantnag, the administration should come forward and they should stop this illegal construction.
All right, let's just cut to some.